What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Big Fight Fuel channel, where we speak the truth, we're honest, and we give our takes on the Miami Dolphins. Today was the day, man. Every NFL team had to narrow their roster down to 53 players. A lot of players were cut, of course, for every team. The Miami Dolphins made a couple surprising cuts that I did not expect. I'm not going to go over all the cuts just because I don't have the time to. But I'll just get into it right now. I'm just going to get right into it because there is a lot to talk about. I will say the squad we're riding with this year, I feel really confident about, man. I feel really, really confident about the squad that we're riding with. And I feel like this is the most confidence I've had since being a Dolphins fan in my lifetime, if I'm just being straight up honest. Since I was a Dolphins fan at the age of 20 years old, this is probably the most confident I've ever felt about a Dolphins team going into a season. I wanted to be confident last year, but I felt like Flores and releasing and letting go of all those veterans and the way that the offensive line was and just seeing the offensive line and then Tua going down, I had no confidence after week 5. But we went on a 7-game winning streak. I don't even want to talk about last season. That was last year. This is this year. Some cuts that I was surprised about, not really surprised, but some of the big cuts, Sony Michel, Myles Gaskin just had a better preseason than him. It's unfortunate. I like Sony Michel. I think he's a solid power running back, but Myles Gaskin had a really good game against the Eagles, and I think Salvon Ahmed is good for this designed offense of Mike McDaniels, and unfortunately, they both beat Sony Michel, and Sony Michel wasn't going to make this team, but he'll definitely find another team for sure. I think tomorrow at 12 in the afternoon is when teams can start signing players who are on the waivers for whoever got released for the cuts. So I have no doubt in my mind that Sony Michel is going to find the team. A couple big names that got cut. Lynn Bowden. Very shocked about that. I thought he was going to make the team after the Buccaneers preseason game, but then I saw River Craycraft, and I've heard great things about him in practice, training camp, and I really liked how he played against the Eagles on Saturday night. I thought for sure that he was going to be I thought for sure he made the team Saturday night. I was a little upset about that, if I'm being completely honest with you. I think out of all the cuts we had with Preston Williams, I saw that coming. Braylon Sanders, Solomon Kinley, Lionel Coleman, Brennan Scarlett, Vernon McKinley. I think the most one I was shocked about, and I think the most upset about, was Craycraft, because I saw videos of the training camp. I was impressed by him, man, and he fits in this Mike McDaniel offense, and he knows this offense because he's played under Mike McDaniel in San Francisco, and I thought he performed really well in the training camp and preseason. But I have hope that I hope the Dolphins claim him. They get him on the practice squad. I think you have 16 players on the practice squad, I think the rule is. So you get you get 6 veterans, and you get like 10 young guys. I hope Craycraft's on the practice squad because let's just say, for an example, I'm going to use Tanner Connor, okay? Because I thought Tanner Connor was going to get cut. If Tanner Connor gets waived to the practice squad, they bring up Craycraft. That's something I would not mind seeing, or whatever they do. But I feel like out of all the releases and cuts that happened, I think the one I was most upset about was River Craycraft, just because of how impressed I was by him during training camp and preseason. But I hope at some point of the season he's on the team. I think he deserves to be on the team. And listen, this is not the team for the year. Bryon Jones is on the PUP list. I'm going to talk about that last because I feel like even though with the cuts and the 53-man roster, that's some really big shit with Bryon Jones, and I'm worried about that. So, but when he gets back on the team, someone's going to have to get cut or someone's going to have to go to the practice squad. We don't know who that could be. Probably someone on the defensive side. But, yeah, that's my thoughts on all the cuts for the Dolphins. Again, I'm not going to go over every name just because I don't have the time to. But I will say the one I was most shocked and upset about was River Craycraft. So, but I got the roster in front of me. This is the full 53-man roster. Man, I think we're going to be set up for success this season. I really do. So, ladies and gentlemen, your 2022 Miami Dolphins offense is quarterbacks Tua Tagovailoa. He's obviously our starter. Teddy Bridgewater and Skylar Thompson. I'm really happy that Skylar made the team. I did watch Mike McDaniel's press conference with Chris Greer, and they were asked if they had any consideration of cutting or putting Skylar on waivers and the jeopardy of losing him. And Chris Greer flat out said that they had teams calling them saying that if they put Skylar on waivers, they would look stupid. And then Mike McDaniel said, we're not in this to do stupid business. So keeping Skylar on the team was a no-brainer because he was literally the preseason MVP for this team, easily this season. So we got Tua, Teddy, and Skylar. We got 5 running backs, 4 with a fullback. Chase Edmonds, Raheem Mostert, Myles Gaskin, Salvin Ahmed, and our fullback, Alec Ingold. I know we rushed for 203 yards against the Eagles on Saturday. That's great. We were playing third and fourth strings, some second stringers. So I'm not going to be like, oh my God, now we can run the ball because the Dolphins have a problem running the ball. It's just facts. But I do like this running back room a lot. Edmonds is really good, and he's a catch. He can get you a lot of receptions. Raheem Mostert, when he's healthy, he's freaking fast as hell. Myles Gaskin's fine, and Salvin Ahmed's fine. So I'm cool with this running back room. Wide receiver, probably the best thing about our team, in my opinion. Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Cedric Wilson, Eric Ezukama, and Trent Sherfield. Tight end, Mike Gesicki, Durham Smythe, Hunter Long, Ethan Carter, and Tanner Connor. Folks, the Miami Dolphins kept 5 tight ends on this team. My guess is because Mike McDaniel is known for wanting to run the football and draining the clock. And we're going to be double blocking with these tight ends, hopefully, with Carter and Hunter Long. But besides that, I don't know. I can't see Tanner Connor lasting on this team for the entire year, or I can't see Ethan Carter for. I'm not sure about those guys, but I'm totally cool with Gesicki. I know he's got blocking issues, but I hope he's able to fix that. But he's a big threat as a receiver. And you got Durham Smythe, who's really nice, and Hunter Long developing pretty nicely. Offensive line, Teron Armstead, Connor Williams, Austin Jackson, Robert Jones, Michael Dieter, Robert Hunt, Liam Eichenberg, and Greg Little. That is the Dolphins 2022 offensive line, and that is the Dolphins offense. Let's go to the defense. D-line. If wide receiver is not our best depth or our best position on this team, it is definitely our defensive line. I feel really, really good about our defensive line. Emmanuel Ogba, Raekwon Davis, Christian Wilkins, Zach Zeiler, and John Jenkins, along with Melvin Ingram and Jalen Phillips on the edge. Folks, I'm hoping this defensive line is able to terrorize quarterbacks this season because I can, especially Jalen Phillips, I could see Jalen Phillips having over 10 sacks this season. Seriously, he's going to be a problem for other teams, and I really hope that's the case, and he's able to get I hope he's able to get 10 sacks this season because I really think he's going to be a big threat on that defense. Linebackers, Jerome Baker, Channing Tindall, Melvin Ingram, Jalen Phillips, my boy, Andrew Van Ginkel, who's not playing the first 4 games. He's on the PUP list. Sammy Guavon, Elandon Roberts, Duke Riley, and Trey Flowers, who we just brung in on Monday. I'm going to go back to this position. At cornerback, Xavier Howard, Nick Needham, Noah Ibenogany, Keon Crossan, Kader Kohu, and Elijah Campbell. Safety, Javon Holland, Eric Rowe, Brandon Jones, and Clayton Fedulum. And then obviously our special teams, kicker, Jason Sanders, punter, Thomas Morstead, long snapper, and placeholder, Blake Ferguson. Oh, no, not the placeholder. That's Thomas Morstead. Long snapper, Blake Ferguson. So, but I'm going to talk about one more thing, and I'm going to end the video. The thing that scares me, it's crazy because last year, going into this season, I was like, the Miami Dolphins have one of the best secondaries in all of football. Now with this Bryon Jones news, I'm pretty concerned. And I'm hearing reports that X is banged up and Nick Needham's banged up and even Crossan's banged up, which makes me nervous because these guys need reps going into the regular season. They can't just play in week 1 with no reps. These guys need to prepare and get ready for the Patriots. But Bryon Jones is on the physically unable to perform list, and he's out for the first 4 games of the season, and he's not eligible to come back until week 5 against the Jets. I'm really scared. I don't want to over-exaggerate it, but I'm really scared. And the reason for being scared is just because of our cornerback depth. I really would not mind if we brung in a corner, but it's like they're going to be sitting on the bench once Bryon comes back, or they can't find anybody better than Bryon, so they're just going to ride out with the cornerback depth that they have. Folks, I'm concerned. Noah Ibenogany is going to get playing time with Xavier Howard obviously on the outside. He's our lockdown corner. Hopefully he's going to be locking up the best receiver on each team during those first 4 games. Nick Needham is our inside slot corner. So that leaves Noah Igbenogany, Keon Crossan, and Kader Kohu. I think Elijah Campbell's an inside corner. Another guy that I was just really, really impressed with during the preseason. I want to see Elijah Campbell on the field on Sundays. I think he's proven himself. He's definitely proven himself. But I'm concerned with our cornerbacks, folks. Noah Igbenogany is going to get picked on. I hope you guys know that. That maybe not by the Patriots. Maybe we'll get away with it against the Patriots, but they are going to know that he is a weak corner, and they are going to know that they need to target him all day. Baltimore is going to target him all day. Buffalo is going to go after him all day. Cincinnati is going to go after him all day. And it's not like we're playing, who other teams we're playing this year. It's not like our first 4 games involve the Lions, the Bears, the Texans, just some of our weaker opponents during the season. We are playing some really good competition, really good football teams with elite quarterbacks. Lamar Jackson is going to pick on Noah Igbenogany all day. Josh Allen is going to pick on Noah Igbenogany all day. And Joe Burrow is going to pick on him all day as well. I mean, look, at the end of the day, I'm hoping for the best for Noah. Just knowing what's happened the past 2 seasons, I just haven't seen the progress with him, and I know Dolphins fans haven't seen it either. And I hope for the best for him. We don't know who's going to be starting that other outside corner. It could be it could be Keon Crossan. I'm not sure, but the fact that it is raining outside. Sorry, y'all. But the fact that we have to have the thought of Noah Igbenogany guarding Bills receivers and Noah Igbenogany guarding Cincinnati Bengals receivers. I'm not really going to say the Ravens because their wide receiver core is just not good. It's not impressive to me. But the fact that Noah's going to have to cover potentially Gabriel Davis or T. Higgins or even Tyler Boyd, it's really scary. And I'm going to talk about it in my preview predictions for the upcoming season in my expectations video. That's probably going to be out sometime next week. These first 4 games are our toughest 4 games of the season, if you ask me. The Patriots, Baltimore, Buffalo, Cincinnati. We cannot start out this season 0-4 or 1-3. I'm going to be really worried if we start out. I don't know about worried, but I'll be concerned. October, it's definitely a lighter schedule, but it is what it is, folks. If the Dolphins start out 2-2, I'll be really happy. I'll be totally okay. Out the first 4 games, the Dolphins are 2-2. I will be totally okay with that. If we can beat the Patriots, and hopefully we can go to Baltimore and beat the Ravens. So that's my hope. That's my thoughts on the cuts, the squad we're riding with, and the Bryon Jones situation. But I'm going to get out of here. Thank you all for watching. If you have not already, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Comment down below your thoughts on the Bryon Jones situation if you're a Dolphins fan. The Bryon Jones situation, all the cuts. Hit the like button if you liked what you heard from me, of course. And follow me on Twitter and TikTok at Colin_Joseph. Guys, I'm out of here. I'll see you tomorrow night for AEW Dynamite, the go-home show before All Out. I'll see you guys then. Have a good one. Stay safe. Peace.